Hello everyone, I am Karthik from IT section and my roll number is 1230. Today my topic on soft skills is benefits of motivation in life and how to motivate oneself when they are in demotivation. So let us see what is this motivation in our life and how it impact on our life and how can we motivate others when they are in a state where they are in a depression or in a demotivation state. So let us know what all this in the further slides briefly. Let us dive into our topic. So coming to the introduction, uh, being passive is not our default mode as human beings. Otherwise, we would have been born as a sloth or a panda bear. No offense to these lovely creatures. It is in our nature to strive, to want, and to move in a direction of something we desire and deem valuable. So, this PPT explains the reason why understanding human motivation is important and well worth the time spent on learning to increase it. It lists many benefits of healthy motivation and distinguishes the types of motivation that are more effective in dealing with more complex and rapidly changing environment. So let us know, why is motivation important? Why do we care about the what people want and why they want it? How about because it can improve our lives? Understanding motivation gives us many valuable insights into human nature. It explains why we set goals, strive for achievement and power, why we have desires for physiological intimacy, and why we experience emotions like fear, anger, compassion. Learning about motivation is valuable because it helps us understand where motivation comes from and why it changes, what increases and decreases it, what aspects of it can and cannot be changed. Helps us to answer the question of why some types of motivations are more beneficial than others. Motivation reflects something unique about each one of us and allows us to gain valued outcomes like improved performance, enhanced well being, personal growth, or a sense of purpose. Motivation is a path to change our way of thinking, feeling, and behaving. This is about the motivation and benefits benefits of motivation. Finding ways to increase motivation is crucial because it allows us to change behavior, develop competencies, be creative, set goals, grow interests, make plans, develop talents, and boost engagement. Applying motivational science to everyday life helps us to motivate employees, coach athletes, raise children, counsel clients, and engage students. The benefits of motivation are visible in how we live our lives, as we are constantly responding to changes in our environment. We need motivation to take corrective action in the face of fluctuating circumstances. Motivation is a vital resource that allows us to adapt, function productively, and maintain well being in the face of constantly changing opportunities and threats. There are many health benefits of increased motivation. Motivation as a physiological state is linked to our physiology. When our motivation is depleted, our functioning and well being suffer. Some studies show that when we feel helpless in exerting control, for example, we tend to give up quickly when challenged. Others have proven that we find ourselves course we lose access to our inner motivational resources. High quality motivation allows us to thrive while it deficient causes us to flounder. Sociality benefits of increased motivation are visible in greater student engagement, better job satisfaction in employees, flourishing relationships, and institutions. But unhealthy fluctuations in motivation also explain addiction, gambling, risk taking, and excessive internet usage. The motivation that underlies addictive behavior shares the neurological underpinning associated with dopamine centric reward system and a tricky inner working of a pleasure cycle. This makes it challenging and often difficult to change behavior in situations involving addiction. So, let us know how to increase the intrinsic motivation during work time. So, we have three types: autonomy, relatedness, and competence. Here, autonomy means people need to believe they have choices. And coming to relatedness, people need to depend connections with others. And competence, people need to have skills and opportunities to show them. So let people have a say in what they are doing and how they are doing it in autonomy, and frame goals as being essential to individual success. Let people choose to perform rather than being pressured and to deliver. Avoid macromanaging. Let people decide when they from where they work. So these are the points we have to look around for autonomy purpose. And coming to the relatedness, identify how people feel regarding what they do and encourage people to develop their values while working and connect people's work to a higher cause to political, moral, spiritual, corporate, etc. And create opportunities for feedback and allow people to share what is on their mind and have common goals as a team provide a support system. Coming to the competence, make resource available for learning, set learning goals rather than result oriented goals. As how did you grow today and what do you need for tomorrow rather than what did you achieve today. Notice achievements and give meaningful recognition and encourage mentoring throughout the team. Extrinsic motivation. Human motivates are complex and as social creatures were embedded into our environment. Social groups are often an important source of influence through the presence of rewards and considerations of potential consequences of our choices on those around us. Self determination theory (SDT) help explains how external events like rewards or praise sometimes produce positive effects on motivation, but at others time can be quite determinal. The hidden cost of certain types of rewards is what they determine intrinsic motivation by decreasing the sense of autonomy and competence. So, quality of behavior, types of motivation, types of regulation, perceived locus of a causality. These are the some determined to self-determined state and where the extension motivation takes part in the huge and intrinsic motivation will be dependent on the self-determined and motivation is dependent on non-self determinant. It also possible to make us incentives more effective by encouraging people to identify with it and integrate it into their sense of a self. To give an example of identifying and integrating extrinsic motivates respectively would be like describing the differences between saying I do this because it's the right thing to do versus I do this I am a good person. Intrinsic motivation is inherent in the activities we perform for pure enjoyment or satisfaction. We engage in intrinsically motivated behavior because we want to experience the activity for its own sake. Unlike extensively motivated behavior, it is freely chosen. Intrinsic motivation can be driven by curiosity, which is linked to a desire to know and motivates us to learn and explore our environment for answers. Intrinsic motivation can also from the need to actively interact and control our environment. The affectance motivation theory explains how intrinsic motivation drives us to develop competence. An autotelic self actively seeks out intrinsically motivating activities. A person who is said to have a autotelic personality values opportunities where she or he can experience a complete absorption in the task at hand. They transform the self by making it a more complex. A complex self has these five characteristics: clarity of goals, self as the center of control, choice and knowing the life is not happening to you, commitment and care for what you are doing, challenge and increased gravity for novelty. Self motivation. No one knows more about self motivation than the authors of self determination theory, based on the assumption that we have a intended tendency for personal growth toward psychological integration. The self determination theory of Ryan and Deci proposed that all the behavior can be understood as the laying along a continuum of external regulation or heteronomy and true self-regulation or autonomy. Ren and Deci distinguish varying degrees of external motivation based on the level of autonomy present while engaging in the desired behavior. Security needs, storing outside and non-loss situations, prevention focus, sensitive to absence or presence of negative outcomes, avoidance as a strategic means, and cautiousness related experiences. This is about the benefits of motivation and how we can motivate someone when they are in a demotivation state. Thank you.